Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beansworthy Entertainment. My name is Beans. Here we have another video. We're going to be breaking down the London game tomorrow morning. We're here Saturday night. Just got done going through the game, getting the stats finally lined up. This London's game, we have the 10th overall ranked Baltimore Ravens that are second in the AFC North against the 23rd ranked Tennessee Titans, last in the AFC South. And those rankings are based off of NFL.com's power rankings that come straight from the source of the NFL. So, Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans. This one could end up being an interesting game, honestly. I don't see anything that's going to point away from anything else. Um the best part of the Ravens offense is that they've got 146 rushing yards per game. That's fourth in the league, but over on the Titans side, they are only allowing 94.6 rushing yards per game. That's all they're allowing. That's ninth in the league. So we got a good rushing defense going against a good rushing offense. We'll see what the Titans are made out of. ESPN has this at 68.7% in the Baltimore Ravens' favor, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and agree with them. I wouldn't have it that much more, or maybe it actually does. That Ravens defense has been performing immaculately this year. 266.4 total yards per game. That's second in the league. 175 passing yards per game allowed. That's third in the league. They're rushing 91.4 rushing yards per game allowed. That is seventh in the league. They have not allowed a rushing touchdown yet this season, and they've only allowed 4 receiving touchdowns. Their turnover differential is -2. Titans have a little bit better of a turnover differential at -1. They're both in the negative. So I expect a couple of turnovers to be in this, but again, that Ravens defense has only allowed 24 points on the year, and the Titans have allowed 78. We'll see what that rushing defense is, but first, the Ravens got to get into the lead. Unfortunately, they took a very unfortunate loss to the Steelers to give up the lead of the AFC North. The only other team that they have lost by is that overtime loss against the Colts that was a couple of weeks ago. Other than that, they've beat the Texans, Bengals, and my Browns. Over there on the Titans side, the Titans also beat the the Titans lost to the Browns. So if the Ravens beat the Browns, Titans lost to them, I'm that just goes even more in the favor of that. I want to take the Baltimore Ravens, but the tangibles on a score, I'm really not quite sure yet. It's I just have a gut feeling that this is going to be a close game over in London. Uh, Neither team is at home; they're overseas, neutral playing ground. So, um, for the Baltimore Ravens, their stat leaders. We'll go into that. Well, yeah, we'll get into the stat leaders. And for the Ravens, we got Lamar Jackson leading in passing and rushing. Zay Flowers, he's the receiving leader for the Ravens. Over on the Titans side, we got Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, and DeAndre Hopkins. I almost said Dustin because that's the Browns kicker. Ugh. Come on, Beans. But yeah, Lamar Jackson, he's 100 for 143, 1,030 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Ryan Tannehill, 90 for 142, 1,052 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So Tannehill has more interceptions and less completions in the same amount of attempts. But he's got 22 more yards than Lamar. Take that with what you will. Lamar Jackson, he's the rushing leader. on the Ravens. As you can imagine, unfortunately, they lost J.K. Dobbins again. And they got Gus Edwards out there that's doing his thing. It's really tough sledding there. This is the second or third. I kind of want to say third year in a row that Baltimore's had to deal with injuries in their backfield. I feel like I may be wrong, and it might just be the two this year and last year, but I feel like the year before that they had some troubles too. So I don't know what's going on with the running backs out there in Baltimore, but they probably should figure it out. Lamar Jackson, he's got 47 carries, 265 yards for 4 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, he's got 29 catches, 317 yards. He has yet to get a touchdown this year. I feel like that's wrong. Get out of there. I'm a double check that. Zay Flowers stats. Bear with me quick while I look up Zay Flowers. We can get in, Ryan Tannehill. I kind of messed it up a little bit because I did the quarterbacks and I skipped out on Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. But while I pull up Zay, Derrick Henry has 86 carries for 328 yards and 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins, he's got 28 catches for 356 yards. So, pretty good stats there from their stats leaders. Those receivers could get, could get some touchdowns for their team, and that would probably help out a little bit. As far as I've seen, because I watched the Browns Ravens game a couple of weekends ago. I got a buddy that's a Ravens fan, so we get together every year whenever the first game of the year is that the Ravens and Browns play each other. But I watched that game, and they don't have Odell, do they? Or do they have Odell? Let's go to their roster. I want to see who their receiving core is for the Baltimore Ravens. Roster. There we go. Running backs. They got Aguilar, Bateman, Odell, Devin Duvernay, Zay Flowers. But honestly, it just looks like Zay Flowers is the one that's getting it done for him this year. Zay Flower, the second for receiving yards is 225 yards with 20 catches, Mark Andrews, and then Aguilar's got 14 catches for 170. Odell's got 7 catches for 79. Bateman, 8 catches for 67 yards. So, not doing too great in the receiving department. And from what I saw actually looking at the game, it really wasn't necessarily Lamar Jackson's fault. A lot of drops and just unfortunate plays. Let's go into the special teams a little bit. Baltimore, Justin Tucker is perfect, 12 for 12 on extra points. He has missed 2 field goals. Titans, their kicker is perfect, 7 for 7 extra points, 13 for 13 on field goals. And again, like I said, the only glaring thing that's over here stat-wise, because the Titans' offense isn't doing that good. 293.6 total yards per game, 24th in the league. 187 passing yards per game, that's 28th in the league. 106.6 rushing yards per game, that's 18th in the league. And they've only got 3 receiving touchdowns and 4 rushing touchdowns. That offense has only scored 42 points. So, tough game looking stat wise, but I feel like being that it's over in London, neutral ground. The only downside about it is also that I've got some information that the Baltimore Ravens have been out there this entire week for the past month, pretty much when the season started, or the bye week of preseason, pretty much. they have had their plan, what they're going to meal prep for everybody for this London trip, and I'll go ahead and say that that's pretty fucking smart on the Baltimore Ravens side. Tennessee Titans haven't even left, or I mean, by now probably they have left to go over there. But when I was watching the other video from someone else, shout out to Pardon My Take, Big Cat, PFT. Those guys are awesome. And a couple other ones I can't remember their name off of the top of my head with all of this information rattling around. Just spouting off these numbers, sometimes my brain just goes off of the tracks. And again, like I said, on the defensive side for the Titans, their passing defense is 23rd in the league at 240.2 passing yards per game. So maybe Lamar can open up the passing game over there. We got all that. Oh, the injuries. Odafe Owe, the linebacker of the Ravens, is out. Keaton Mitchell is still listed as questionable. Over on the Titans side, we got Aaron Brewer and Tier Tart that are questionable. Traylon Burks, Elijah Molden, and Luke Gifford are all out. They will not be playing tomorrow morning. And last thing that we got is to go ahead and give the prediction of what the score is going to be. I've already said that I'm going to go with the Ravens, but what the score is going to be is a completely different story on whether or not that Baltimore can open up their great rushing. Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson can scramble whenever he wants. But I feel like this is going to be a close one. Where are we at on actually the lines for this game? Who's favored? Tells me about everything. The line is negative 5.5 for the Ravens and 42.5 for the Titans. So they're favoring the Ravens heavily. What's ML? Oh, okay. Now that I'm reading that correctly, that is the money line and the over under. Okay, the over under is 42.5 on this. I'm going to go with the under on that one because we'll go like 24 Ravens and 13 Titans. That leaves us with 37. So yeah, I'm definitely going with the under. And the Ravens are favored by 5.5 points, if I remember correctly. Again, my brain's kind of. Eventually, I'll get better at it, but for now, we're going slowly but surely and everything. Gonna have to talk to my friends. I don't do too much of the DraftKings, FanDuel, and betting on stuff like that. You will see me betting on some playoffs. Unfortunately, I did lose a little bit of money to the Braves getting knocked out. Which, yeah, we're playoffs. Yeah, it's the Phils and the Diamondbacks for the NLCS. But that's another sport. We're talking about football. And on that note, I'm pretty sure that we got everything covered. On the offensive side for the Baltimore Ravens, they've given up 2 interceptions and 6 fumbles. On the Titans side, their offense has given up 5 interceptions. Ravens, they've got 4 interceptions on defense and 2 forced fumbles. On Titans side, they've got 1 interception and 3 forced fumbles on their side. Let's see what they got. What if the defense has got any scoring? The Ravens got 1 safety. Okay, yeah. All it is the Ravens have 1 safety. I remember that now. That's the reason why I didn't put it anywhere in here on my cheat sheet. Yeah, anybody wonders what I'm reading, that's what I'm down here taking a look at. I got a bunch of numbers and a bunch of stats, a bunch of storylines, predictions, previous opponents, injuries, all that good stuff that you need to dissect a football game, make an accurate prediction. Again, I'm just a guy out here making these videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. To those that have already subscribed to the channel, love and appreciate every single one of you. That's going to be it. Again, Baltimore Ravens 24, Tennessee Titans 13. Ravens winning by 11 over there in London. And that's my prediction. Yeah. Thank you to those that have already subscribed. If you are not subscribed and you enjoy the content, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I go live, when I stream my video games. These sports prediction videos, I just record them beforehand, edit them, and then put them out there. Just a little bit of kinks if there's something that ends up happening in the video. But so far, I'm learning a little bit. Well, I mean, I'm learning a lot. And just moving along in the future. Just gotta keep on growing, get better at this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of the season. I will have another video that I drop tomorrow morning for the new games. And then during the noon games, I'm going to do the afternoon and night game. And then probably in between the afternoon games and the night game, I'll record, edit, and drop the video for the Monday Night Football game. Again, thank you guys. Love every single one of you. Be kind and respectful to each other. Most of all, be kind and respectful to yourself. You're the most important person on this world. Nobody matters more than you do. I'm going to head out. Thank you guys. See you next time.